A new year is starting in Astroneer and you know what that means. Lots of updates coming soon. We're already used to this. System Era, the Astroneer developers, have added new things to the game every single year since it launched, and this year will be no different. So, what amazing updates are coming to Astroneer in 2024? So far we've only been teased a little, but more details will come as we get closer to some of the bigger updates. This right here is the Astroneer roadmap for 2024. Yes, this image is basically all we've got, and you can see how cryptic it is. Basically half of the roadmap is missing, but let's discuss on what we can actually see in here. First of all, this is the first year of Astroneer that actually has a name. 2024 is gonna be the year of the glitch. The roadmap starts off in January with an anniversary update, and it seems like we should expect a new limited time event coming in January. This is pretty interesting since we've never had an event in January, but in the image with the Astroneer in the January anniversary update, you can see it's holding some sort of motherboard or chip or whatever. And will that be an item in the game? What does that mean? Is it referring to automation? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. This update should be right around the corner. And then that's gonna be followed by two content updates. So we've got the spring and the summer. We don't really know what the summer is gonna be, so let's just focus on the spring, where we can see sort of a machine attached to a tree. I was wondering what that could be, and then I saw in the bottom of the picture, we've got a 2024 event refreshes, and there we've got the ExoCares event. That usually comes in April around Earth Day, but if you look closer at the picture, you can see there's some sap on the trees. Now the ExoCares is usually in spring, and the spring update will get us this machine that attaches to trees. So will this be the means to mine this tree sap and use it for the event? I mean, probably, but who knows? That should be pretty interesting. Is it gonna be like a new resource? Will it just go into like a liquid canister like hydrazine or something like that? Honestly, it's probably just gonna be a new resource, but then what do we do with it? Is it just for the event, like we can send it with the Exo request platform, or can we actually craft other things with it and then we can send those things off? That remains to be seen. But then after the spring and the summer update, which we still don't know what it is, you can see in the far right, for the fall and winter, we've got a big expansion. And they actually said in the blog post that the spring and summer updates will be a little bit smaller because they are focused on the expansion. So this is gonna be the big update of the year. And people are wondering, is it gonna be a free expansion? Is it gonna be a paid DLC? Well, if you read in the blog post a little bit lower, it says, we've released over 20 free updates since hitting 1.0. And then the next line, this year is different. So that makes me think this is not gonna be a free update. It's not even just an update, it's an expansion. That makes me think of a DLC. Honestly, I have no issue with the fact that it will probably be a paid DLC, because we've been getting so many free updates. I think it's time for System Era to release a paid DLC for the people who really want to get it. Now, I don't expect this to be priced as a full game like $60. It's probably gonna be around 10 or 20. If it is a paid DLC at all, we still don't know yet, but that would be my prediction. If we scroll a little bit further down, we can see an image of some sketches. We've got some shelters and some suits. These are different designs for shelters. We've got 4 of them, and I think the ones on the top are actual shelters and the ones on the bottom are field shelters. Either way, why do we have different designs for shelters? Is this gonna be a cosmetic revamp of the shelters? Will other items be affected by this? Will everything just look different in Astroneer? Because keep in mind, this has happened in the past as well. They changed how most of the things looked in Astroneer, like the platforms, the modules, everything. Could that be happening again this year? Maybe, I don't know. This image right here with the sketches is really cryptic. We don't really know what it means or what to expect from it, but I don't think these are a new item, like a new kind of shelter, because they don't look bigger than the normal shelter. Personally, I think this is gonna be a cosmetic revamp of the shelters. And for the suits on the right, those could just be added suits or rewards for some new missions, but we've been getting new suits all along, so those are not really the interesting part. The interesting part are the shelters. So yeah, this is just another really cryptic image that we don't know anything about. So basically we can expect new limited time events. We're gonna have at least 2 content updates and 1 expansion update, which I think is gonna be a paid DLC, but take that with a grain of salt. And the really interesting stuff is the tree sap that will probably be a thing for the ExoCares event. Oh, and don't forget about the upcoming January event. It should be a new one and it should come really soon. Now, if you want to make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure to click that subscribe button and also turn the notifications on. That will ensure you'll never miss another video. Alright, that's it for today. I've been Games for Life and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!